Well, joining us with some of the details of the China Phase 1 deal is Jim Weisemeyer. Jim, good to have you with us. Get us up to date.
Well, I think it could be a landmark trade agreement if China follows through. Now, we have to get to $40 billion a year, but the first year they're saying China's going to buy less than $40 billion, in other words, $36.5 billion, they say. And the second year, 2021, they're going to buy more, or $43.5 billion. That totals to $80 billion, but they do not detail the commodities at all, and that makes sense for China's perspective. They don't want to earmark, what they're going to buy and when.
Right, it would be market distortion.
Absolutely.
But Jim, China is not lifting their tariffs on U.S. goods, right?
No, they did not drop them. They'll probably, haven't read the total text yet, what they'll issue is certificates of exemptions, like what they have been doing. So I don't think that's a hurdle.
And do you think that the U.S. can actually enforce this deal?
You're only as good as China wants to fulfill it. However, this is the most significant dispute resolution language I've ever seen in a U.S. trade agreement, and maybe in any trade agreement. There's an expedited process. There's an initial call where the staffers, agricultural staffers, both in China and in the U.S., say the Greg Dow level, will discuss some issues. And then if it has to go to the level of U.S. Trade Rep Bob Lighthizer and his counterpart Liu He in China, it will. But there's a 90-day process that it has to be completed by. That's a heck of a lot different than the multi-year that it takes for a dispute resolution to go through the World Trade Organization.